Welcome back, guys, to another episode of IB Math Higher Level Revision videos by Simon, Lorenzo, and Zhenya. And today I'll be discussing about the new type of angle measure, which is called the radian measure. And I'll basically discuss why is it important and why use it in math, and how we can convert the radians to degrees. So basically in the past we have encountered many examples where we use degrees. For example, we used it in geometry, in NYP math, and we also have seen in the usage of degrees in the navigation, for example by compasses. And I'm pretty sure that all of you are customized with the degrees, and like you feel good basically when you use them. Now in DP math, we use radians. We use radians, and radians, they were discovered, or they were created by Roger Cott in 1714, and they have more advantages than degrees for their special qualities in many trigonometric functions, and they create a lot of simplifications in further calculations, which we'll see in the following units. And first I will now show you how we convert degrees to radians and other way around. So if we're gonna have degrees noted by letter D, and here we're gonna have radians noted by letter R, and a simple formula connecting these two degree measures is that you have to multiply degrees by pi over 180 to get the radians, and you have to multiply the radians by 180 over pi to get the degrees. Now, just to show you a simple example, if we have 45 degrees, to convert it to radians, what we do is that we multiply by pi over 180, which yields us pi over 4 radians. So this is pretty simple, and usually you can do this on the calculators, but for example in paper 1 mathematics higher level you don't have a calculator, so sometimes they might ask you a trigonometric question where they will use degrees, and for maybe if there'll be, for example, sine or cosine functions, you might want to convert it to radians to simplify calculations, and maybe you just will like radians more. I mean, my friends, for example, they always prefer to convert the degrees to radians because they just like it more. But for example, personally, I use degrees because I feel more natural with them, I'll be honest. Now, you might be wondering why we have this really abstract number pi in our calculations, because I mean this is degrees and here we have pi, and if we want to understand that, we have to actually learn what a radian is. And by definition, a radian is an angle where the radius equals to the length of the arc. So basically an angle between the two lines. So basically we have, for example, our angle here, that's noted to be alpha, and here we have basically two lines of equal length, and basically here we have our arc, and what the definition says is that this angle equals to 1 radian, and this side equals to this. And 1 radian, we also noted 1 C, so basically this is a notation for 1 radian, is approximately 57.3 degrees, or we usually approximate it to 60 degrees for simplifications. And a special property says that pi radians, gotta change my pen soon, pi radians equals to 180 degrees. And that's very special formula, because it helps us to convert from degrees to radians. And you kind of see it because you know that pi is approximately 3.14, and we know that 1 radian is roughly 60 degrees or a little bit less. And if we multiply 60 or 57.3 by 314, we roughly get 180 degrees. And yeah, so this is how we use radians and how we convert them to degrees. And I also wanted to show you guys how we can convert it from degrees to radians using a calculator, because this might be important for paper 2 examinations. So for example, if here we have our calculator, I actually can do like this. What we do is first we go to mode, and then what we do is, let me change my camera angle first, there we go. We go to Radian Measure, as we can see here, and we change it to degrees. There we go. And now all of our calculations will be using the degrees. So that was my lesson for today. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. See you next time.